Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome your New Orleans Saints?
Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25.
The Saints take over first
So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And leading them began his college career way back in 2018. Now entering the NFL as a second-round pick. It's Tyler Shuck.
What a story this guy already has to tell, Kate. 7 years in college, 42 starts, 3 different schools, and a multitude of injuries. But I'll tell you this, a lot of NFL teams were intrigued by his talent because he could run, he could throw, and when healthy, he could be a difference maker.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Shuck working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
And 12 yards to go.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Kamara gets it on the draw. And the gain's good there, partner. A nice 7-yard effort, but they're still well short, and this is going to be fourth down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
So fourth down, and here comes Kai Kroger to punt for the Saints. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Fields this clean at the 30. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. They're led out by a respected veteran now in year 15 here in the NFL, Teron Taylor.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Now it's Taylor. Brought in right side. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on first down.
He steps out of
defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing now off the play action. And the Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
7 yards.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Saints adding an extra DB. This is third down. Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
On the scramble.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
Now on fourth down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
First and 10.
Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Shuck now from the gun. He finds Vele working downfield here. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets' side.
It's a pickup of 6.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
22 yards. That's good for a Saints first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Will McDonald there on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, Shuck. Screen here for Kamara. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
13 yards on the
to this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They'll run with Kamara. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's another for him. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Only 2 on the carry there, and it's 3rd and goal from the 4.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Backed up the last 2 plays. Got to go in the right direction here. It's 3rd and goal. Shuck looking to pass here. Screen here for Neal. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The extra point, here's Smith.
Extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints 7, Jets nothing.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. There's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They go right back to Hall. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
No chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He's making a bid for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Complete to
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Hall running his own read. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now the call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Here's Hall once more. A lot of space ahead. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
That's another Jets 1st down. It's a gain of 25 yards.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. To the air, Taylor. Completed over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st down, Jets.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They give to Hall now on the option. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets make it a one-point game. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. We dodged the tackle. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over first
The Saints send running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Running behind center with Kamara. Breaks the tackle. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
On the carry.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 1.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Motioning one of the tight ends. They give on 2nd to Kamara. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
18. That's good for a Saints first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra, block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Man in motion, headed right. Trying the air now. Here's Shaw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Shot to throw. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
A loss of 10 yards.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Not an enviable spot as they come up, 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
4th down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a 1st inside the red zone. Running it after the penalty. It's inside the 10, and he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints break the tie here in the 1st. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
For the extra point, here's Smith.
Point after.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st.
Jets 7.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. On the return, here comes Davis. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Jets have to begin another drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
New York to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Taylor to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
It's caught right side by Johnson. Short pickup to their own 31. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Third down, they need 7. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, When you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motioning left. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They start with 2nd and 6. On a keeper, here's Shuck. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
A gain of 15,
a gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Saints first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
They run it from the gun with Kamara. Escapes the defender. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at
a good draw play is like a great
line.
punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body, and these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
2nd and 21.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Throwing, Chuck. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Now Shuck to throw. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
Incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
So once again, Kai Kroger out for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense.
At their own
they were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
A gain of 2.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's Hall. Space past the 35. He finds space, middle of the field. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Jets can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
Full call now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Saints to running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to throw. Shuck. Finds him over the middle. And after making the catch, he is decked quickly at the 38.
A gain of 10
They get
yards.
an even 10 on that play. That's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A throw left side finds Johnson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 14
Big gain,
yards.
14 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
First down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Slot man motioned over. On play action, here's Shuck. Has him running the comeback. It almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Off the play action, Chuck. Taken in by Vele, right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Pistol give to Kamara. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's good for a Saints first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Counter give to Kamara. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
At the 14-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shuck's going to throw here. And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a second-quarter lead.
Touchdown, Saints.
All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
For the extra point, here's Smith.
Extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jets 14.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Wangu on the return.
The Jets and Brees Hall about set to go on offense. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That's caught, it's Brees Hall. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need something positive here. They're going play action. Cut out left. This gets forward to around the 29. Alontae Taylor making the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 men in the secondary for the Saints. 3rd down. Looking to throw, Taylor. Checks it down to Hall. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Another punt coming up. Austin McNamara to again do the honors. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. The Saints and Tyler Shuck just about ready for their next drive. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Kamara running out of the gun. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Extra man in the secondary for the Jets now. 3rd down. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. 3rd down. Here's Shuck. Throwing the out route complete. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. That goes for 32 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Here's a give inside to Kamara. He's out in the clear. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Dive play straight ahead. And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. They'll bring the tight end left. Shuck on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Smith able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Wangu now to return. Making some progress here. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And they're going to try to take the lead back to 1 possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. To the air, Taylor. It is caught left side. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On first down, here comes Hall. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's Taylor. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. The kick by Folk is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Saints send running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll start things off with a run by Kamara. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Shock working from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
The defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up.
On the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Saints holding the lead inside of the Superdome. Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Chuck now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. To throw again here. It's Chuck. Past the line. He's going to run for it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. To throw, Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
To Taysom Hill.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is second down. A run now with Kamara. It's inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints throw their lead just before halftime. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
For the extra point, here's Smith.
Point after.
Extra point sent right down the middle.
Good.
And the Saints double their
Makes
lead
the
to
score
14.
Saints 31, Jets 17.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Wangu now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Jets headed out on offense late in this first half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They're probably going to try to get this into field goal range, trying to trim that lead. New York to the line. First and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Dumped off to his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 35-yard line.
Offense is set. This is second and 2. Taylor. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Now it's Taylor. Connects with his back. Hall. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
44-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Second and 3 now. Still sticking with the passing game. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Taylor now. And his slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
Scrambles from the pocket. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. On the return, here comes Davis. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. And that passing game they went to in the 1st half, it's going to need to be firing to start this 2nd half, too, as they chase this lead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's going to pull this one down and run with it.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. They'll go play action. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They go right back to Hall. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They give to Hall on the draw. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. That's 7 yards on the run. Still 6 to go on 3rd.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Throw here, 3rd down. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
All set to go now from the 35. First and 10, he keeps it on the option. He has room past the 25. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
Taylor. A gain of 28 more yards. That's another Jets first down.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Breaks free in the center of the field. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Jets cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
31.
That one splits the uprights. 24. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10.
The Saints still running back Alvin Kamara, trotting back out to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. On play action, here's Shuck. He finds Bailey working downfield here. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That one's complete, right side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
A 6-yard pickup.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Shuck. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. It's a pick for 6.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
Folk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets bring it back to even.
31-31.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Saints
and Tyler Shuck just about ready for their next drive. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Now Shuck coming off that pick. Steps up and he's running with it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. On the keeper, here's Shuck. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
New set of downs from the 37. Kamara now on 1st and 10. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Harrison Phillips there for the stop.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They send the tight end in motion left. They give on 2nd to Kamara. And he's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. 3rd down coming up.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Shuck running the sneak. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a gain of a
That goes for a gain of just 1. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
And after making the catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another run for Kamara. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Jets into the nickel, 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Making the call himself. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
A 2-yard
I love that play.
It's fourth down.
And that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Smith able to put it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on a field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Wangu now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Jets offense now set to take over. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Hall takes it straight ahead. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Hall once more. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Jets, first down. A gain of 14. And the Jets, first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Hall running between the tackles. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Nathan Shepard there for the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
To the air, Taylor. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that deep.
Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. problem is on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
And the kick by Folk is good.
The field goal
and that will tie things up in the third.
That will tie the game.
That's why they spend all the time on the
34.
practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Off the play action, Chuck. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
3rd down, here's Shuck. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Kai Kroger is going to kick this one away. His work begins at the 31. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, Hall. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Looking to throw, Taylor. That's Mitchell on the slant. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Mitchell. That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Right side, this is caught by Taylor. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's good for a Jets 1st down. A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down,
So
New York.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They'll throw 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen here for Hall. Oh, he lost the football. And the Saints get to it. And no return after that recovery. They do get the fumble, but they're going to have it deep on their own side.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st down.
Good offenses.
Okay,
good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. It's a big strike to Hill. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 18.
You could put that sack right into the coverage sack category. You can see the quarterback, he's scanning, right? He's going through his progressions. 1, 2, 3, nobody's open, and then bam, sack lunch.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Shuck now from the gun. complete out to the right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll air it out on 3rd. This finds its target. That's Hill. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Running behind center with Kamara. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Pistol snap here to Shuck. That's caught left side by Vele. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
It's a gain of 14
They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Saints first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. On a keeper, here's Shuck. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards, too. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1. That time, well, the defense was all over it. Tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
Pistol give to Kamara. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. On the return, here comes Davis. This makes it up to the 25. Now here comes the New York offense. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's caught. He finds Alan Lazard. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. 12 yards on that play and a good call. Nets up the 1st.
First down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
The tackle made
As that
by
linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Taylor now. That throw behind his intended target.
Intended for
No
Tyler
luck finding his
Johnson.
receiver that time.
Incomplete.
And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Third down.
Put a gold
And
star on the
10
grade sheet for that
yards to
defensive
go.
coverage, even with plenty of time to throw it. That defense never gave the QB a lane to complete it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 25. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets take a 4th quarter lead.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot, and it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets take a 4-point lead.
Jets 41, Saints 37.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Saints and Tyler Shuck just about ready for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Shuck. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Taysom Hill.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Jets going to the dime set ahead of this 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets dime coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Punting unit out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35.
The Jets take over.
The Jets out to begin another drive.
And they're
coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. To the air, Taylor. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Hall. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
On the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Saints adding an extra DB. This is 3rd down. Now it's Taylor. Throwing deep here for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Here comes the Saints offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the puncher, Brock. They're hopefully going to give them some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Off the play action, Chuck. That finds Vele, complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
A tight end in motion now. Chuck now on 1st down. Flushed out to his left. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
2nd down now, they need 7. Tight end motioning right. Chuck working from the gun. Caught by Hill over the middle. Oh, this big guy is moving. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Gain of 60 yards. That's good for a Saints 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Chuck's going to throw here. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Back to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 4th quarter lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints push their lead to 3.
Saints 44, Jets 41.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Wangu now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he crosses his sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Tyler Johnson. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, 1 yard to go. He'll try to do it himself. Taylor hit and the ball is loose. And the Saints have the recovery.
Oh, man, these sneak plays are pretty chaotic in the middle. Everybody piling in, trying to dive in opposite directions. Either by chance or just well-placed aim, somebody knocked that ball free in the pile, and it was half luck they fell on top of it.
The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
First and 10 from the 32. They run it from the gun with Kamara. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The Jets take their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
At the Jets,
you want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground with Kamara. Jukes away from one. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Oh, he lost the football! And this is scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
You know, Kate, defenders today are taught, don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
The Jets offense now set to take over. And nothing to show from their last drive except, well, we did see a couple of short tempers. Brock not happy to have fumbled away that series.
Yeah, fumbles are one of those mistakes, Kate, you don't get a lot of grace for in the NFL. Just one in a game is too many. Got to find a way to protect the rock.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end.
It's a gain of 22
They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
First down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
35-yard line.
Only one timeout left, but they do have the 2-minute warning coming up as well. They've got 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Lobs this deep down the middle. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
Yards on the play.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards.
First down.
And it's good for a New York first down.
And 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Taylor to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
16 more yards. That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got first down here from the 36. Back to throw. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And it's on its way and through. He hit it from deep. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard
The
line.
Saints take over
New
first
Orleans
and
back
10
on offense and
at
ready to
their
go
own
now.
27-yard
And even
line.
with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first.
That's good for
and
a
they still have
Saints
2 available
first
for them as we
down.
approach the end of this game.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.